Coming up tonight on Middle Tennessee News, we have an update on the Habibi Hookah Cafe shooting from early last week. The Rutherford County Sheriff's Office is looking for a missing Rutherford teen, and Izzy is going to keep us up to date on the severe weather warnings going on across Middle Tennessee.
All those stories plus your local weather and sports. Middle Tennessee News starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Noah Brady, joined by Christy Jones. Welcome to Middle Tennessee News.
Jamar Marks, a member of the TBI 10 Most Wanted list, has been arrested. Marks became a homicide suspect after a shooting took place in Murfreesboro at the Habibi Hookah Cafe. Murfreesboro police released an arrest warrant for Marks, but were unable to locate him. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation assisted in the search, and Marks was subsequently added to the TBI 10 Most Wanted. Thanks to information retrieved through search warrants, Marks was found in Evans, Colorado by police. Marks currently remains in Colorado, but will soon be extradited to Tennessee to face charges.
A mother and son drug team were busted in Murfreesboro last Monday. Maria and Luis Martinez were in possession of various amounts of cocaine, meth, marijuana, Xanax, oxycodone, and amphetamine when police raided their apartment. Detectives seized the drugs as well as almost $10,000 in cash, several guns, and various drug paraphernalia. Detectives are investigating a possible gang connection. They are both being held on bond until their trial on April 11th.
A Smyrna resident is being charged with second-degree murder 1 year after the event took place. The Smyrna Police Department arrested Kristen Tweed earlier this month. Almost 1 year ago, a deceased female was found at the Sleep Inn on Highway Boulevard. A drug overdose was the reported cause of death, but with further investigation of the incident, allowed Smyrna police to develop a case. Tweed soon became the main suspect in the trial, and the Rutherford County jury subsequently found Tweed guilty. Alongside second-degree murder, Tweed has also been charged with felony drug sales.
A car chase in Laverne ended in shots being fired on Saturday after a driver sped past a police officer. The police officer pursued the driver until the chase was ended by a supervisor. Later that day, the vehicle was spotted in Laverne. The vehicle was stopped by spike strips in Metro Nashville. 3 men got out of the car and fled from the police. The men fired a gun at one of the officers, but no injuries occurred. All 3 men are now in custody, and charges are forthcoming from the Metro Nashville Police Department.
Rutherford County Sheriff's Office needs your help looking for a missing Rutherford teen. Cameron Allen from Rutherford County, age 16, ran away Tuesday, February 15th. Cameron has brown hair and hazel eyes and has his right ear pierced. He is roughly 5 feet 11 and weighs around 135 pounds. If you have any information about Cameron's whereabouts, please call Detective Kyle Norrid or email at knorrid@rcsotn.org.
Be on the lookout for 2 women involved in a quick change scheme. 2 women entered Walmart on February 11th and left with their purses a little bit fuller. The 2 women were purchasing a t-shirt and 2 candy bars at 3 different registers. When the register had opened, they requested change for an unknown amount of $100 bills. The women then distracted and confused 3 different cashiers into receiving their correct change and then some. The confusion resulted in the ladies walking out with just under $5,000. If you have any information on these individuals, please contact Detective Doug Arrington. Murfreesboro Police Department need your help in looking for 2 suspects involved in a robbery that took place on Friday. Just before 10 a.m. on February 18th, 2 suspects robbed the Cash Express located at 909 Northwest Broad Street at gunpoint. The 2 suspects left in a tan Dodge Journey. One of the suspects were wearing a light gray hoodie and the other was wearing a light blue shirt with a black jacket, and both suspects were wearing masks during the robbery. If you recognize either of these men, please contact Detective Albert Miles.
Lindsay Aaron Shillette has been charged with 2 counts of TennCare fraud, 6 counts of prescription drug fraud, 6 counts of identity theft, and 6 counts of forgery. Shillette, the former owner and manager of the Harpeth Recovery Clinic, was arrested on February 15th and was taken into custody of the Williamson County Jail. According to agents, Gillette often forged the credentials of other doctors to fill the prescription for a family member and was submitting claims requesting service for a patient who is already deceased. Gillette's bond has been set at over $22,000.
And now Izzy Gutierrez joins us with our first look at the weather. Izzy, we've been seeing a lot of heavy wind and it looks like it's going to be a wet week. What do you have for us?
No, we just know what it'll be day to day. Before we get into our highs this week, there are severe thunderstorms across all of Middle Tennessee. This includes heavy rainfall starting tonight around midnight with the potential of damaging winds. In Coffee and Bedford County, the storms could be a slight risk reaching a 2 out of 5 level. A flood watch is also going to effect starting around Tuesday afternoon to Wednesday morning. Most floods happen to people in their cars, so please be cautious and turn around, do not drown. Now on to our highs. Temperatures this week. Starting off in Manchester, we have a high temperature of 64 degrees with mostly sunny skies. Today's winds will be traveling from the south at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. The humidity is low, ranging at about 36%. Next, in Mount Juliet, there's a high temperature of 68 degrees. There's also partly sunny skies, but with a 50% chance of rain starting at 2 p.m. Winds will be traveling around 15 miles per hour with gusts of 25 miles per hour. The humidity is also low at about 38%. Here in Murfreesboro, we have a high temperature of 68 degrees with partly sunny skies. Winds will be traveling around 15 miles per hour. Humidity is 39%. In Smithville, we have a high temperature of 67 degrees with partly sunny skies and winds moving from 10 to 15 miles per hour. The humidity ranges at about 34%. In McMinnville, we have a high temperature of 66 degrees and a 40% chance of showers, mainly after 3 p.m. Winds are staying consistent, traveling at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The humidity is staying low at about 39%. In Shelbyville, we have a high temperature of 66 degrees with showers likely starting around 5 p.m. The precipitation amount is less than 1/10 of an inch possible. Winds are traveling around 15 miles per hour. The humidity is low at around 34%. In Woodbury, we have a high temperature of 66 degrees and a 50% chance of showers. Winds will be traveling at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The humidity ranges at about 39%.
Still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, a Nashville native was crowned Mrs. America, and the MTSU pilot program is getting a new home before the end of the year. That's coming up next on Middle Tennessee News. Stick around.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Charlie and Hazel Daniels Veterans and Military Family Center, located at Middle Tennessee State University, is the largest and most comprehensive on an academic campus in the nation. We lost our patriot Charlie on 6 July 2020. The creation of the General's Fund was his last public event in support of our military.
So many men and women that have served that expected to be able to have their tuition or certain assistance being given to them, and that money evaporated. With the establishment of the General Fund is to make sure that all those men and women can get through MTSU and pursue what they thought they could do when they came on back.
We're extremely proud that the Predators have identified the need to help make this fund one of the best at our university for our veterans.
Join us, contribute to the continuation of Charlie's legendary support of our military.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. MTSU pilots are finding themselves a new home at a nearby location. MTSU is relocating their aerospace program to the Shelbyville Municipal Airport. Currently, the Murfreesboro Municipal Airport is landlocked within the boundaries of around 225 acres, while the Shelbyville Airport has over 600. Governor Lee recently included funding of $57.2 million for MTSU for the new aerospace campus in Shelbyville. MTSU has their eyes set on around 25 acres, which will also benefit the Bedford County economy, and they hope to break ground on the new facility at the Shelbyville Airport before the end of the year. MTSU set up bronze plaques to celebrate the 50-year relationship with the National Panhellenic Council. Installed in the Student Union Commons are 10 plaques acknowledging the prominent student organizations. The organizations are a part of the Divine Nine, nationally recognized historically black fraternities and sororities. All of them have contributed to the campus in various ways over the years.
The Free Speech Center will be awarding Felix Cavalier of the Young Rascals with an award on February 23rd. Cavalier is one of the founding members of the rock band The Rascals. The award ceremony will be presented by the Free Speech Center at MTSU in partnership with the University Center for Popular Music and College of Media and Entertainment. The event will be free and open to the public. Cavalier will receive the award at 7 p.m. in Tucker Theater at MTSU. Rutherford County's health director was crowned Mrs. America on February 19th. Rutherford County Public Health Director LaShawn Dixon was crowned 2022 Mrs. United States of America on Saturday at the pageant in Las Vegas. Dixon is a Nashville native with over 15 years in fashion and pageant industry, as well as an MTSU alumni. She is the CEO of LaShawn Dixon LLC with the purpose of empowering individuals to feel confident both on and off the runway.
Murfreesboro Mayor Bill Ketron accepted the 2022 Downtown Design Award on behalf of Rutherford County for renovations done to the courthouse. Over the past 2 years, the courthouse has received a facelift both inside and out. There are new sidewalks, landscapings, carpet, and wallpaper, as well as a new external sound system. In November of 2021, a museum opened in the courthouse depicting the history of Rutherford County with help of MTSU professor and director of the Center for Historic Preservation, Dr. Carol Van West, and Rutherford County archivist John Laudel. Terrence McGarr has been announced the first graduate of the MTSU McGuire Tuition Partnership. McGarr described a long academic journey before he reached a crossroad, only needing one semester to graduate but not being able to pay for his classes. That's when he stumbled upon a new, at the time, partnership between MTSU and the McGuire Corporation, allowing participants to receive free tuition in exchange for working at one of the group's McDonald's. McGarr then seized the opportunity, even if it meant driving from Nashville to Murfreesboro to work every day. McGarr, now a proud MTSU alum, is a living example of the partnership giving the opportunity to deserving individuals to earn their degree through hard work and perseverance.
The town of Smyrna honors 2021 Lifetime Service and 2021 Young Leader Award winners. Smyrna Parks and Recreation honored 3 individuals at a Volunteer of the Year event held on February 18th. Carolyn Peebles was awarded the 2021 Kenneth Kuhn Victory Lifetime Service Award, and Smyrna High students Rachel Johnson and Holly Pendergrass received the 2021 Young Leader Award. Recipients are Smyrna citizens who have distinguished themselves by years of unselfish and dedicated volunteer service to the community. Director Mike Moss also recognized coaches and parents for their support throughout the 2021 seasons. And now Izzy is back with our coverage of the severe storms rolling in tonight. Izzy, what are we expecting later today?
Before we get into our lows today, again, we're just going to keep you informed on the flash flood warning. Due to the excessive rain coming in this week, the warning is starting Tuesday afternoon and goes to Wednesday morning. The warning also includes dangerous winds, the potential for hail, and even a tornado risk that could go into effect. Please be cautious throughout this week while traveling on the roads. Now on to our low temperatures. Starting off in Manchester, we have a low of 54 degrees, and as I mentioned, the rain is coming in, so there's an 80% chance of rain falling starting tonight. Winds could reach up to 25 miles per hour. The humidity is low at about 36%. Next, in Mount Juliet, we have a low temperature of 54 degrees. There's also an 80% chance of precipitation with the potential of thunderstorms. The humidity is ranged at about 38%. Winds are reaching a high of 30 miles per hour. Moving on to Murfreesboro, we have a low temperature of 54 degrees with showers. Winds will be traveling at 15 to 20 miles per hour. The humidity levels range at about 29%. In Smithville, we have a low temperature of 54 degrees with a 70% chance of showers. The winds are also traveling from 15 to 20 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. The humidity ranges at about 34%. In McMinnville, we have a low temperature of 55 degrees. There's also a 70% chance of precipitation with showers and the potential for thunderstorms. The humidity ranges at about 39%. The winds are moving around 15 miles per hour. In Shelbyville, we have a low temperature of 55 degrees with showers continuing. The humidity is 34%. The winds are coming in from the south around 15 miles per hour with gusts of 25 miles per hour. In Woodbury, we have a low temperature of 55 degrees with the continuation of showers and the potential of thunderstorms. Winds will be traveling between 15 to 20 miles per hour from the south. The humidity ranges at about 39%.
Coming up next, Izzy will be back one more time to tell you why you need your rain boots this weekend, and then Nate will be in the MTN Sports Den with your weekend sports report. That's coming up after the break.
Here at MTN Sports, you could say we're a bit competitive.
All right, boys, I got a media pass for the big game this weekend. Who's covering it?
6 feet apart. Fight! 1, 2, 3, 4,
Let me guess. Who's shooting this weekend? The funny thing is, I've got two. Oh! I'm going to that game.
The Charlie and Hazel Daniels Veterans and Military Family Center, located at Middle Tennessee State University, is the largest and most comprehensive on an academic campus in the nation. We lost our patriot Charlie on 6 July 2020. The creation of the General's Fund was his last public event in support of our military.
So many men and women that have served, that expected to be able to have their tuition or certain assistance being given to them, and that money evaporated. With the establishment of the General Fund is to make sure that all those men and women can get through MTSU and pursue what they thought they could do when they came on back.
We're extremely proud that the Predators have identified the need to help make this fund one of the best at our university for our veterans.
Join us, contribute to the continuation of Charlie's legendary support of our military.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
It is time to break out the rain gear for our 5-day forecast. Today there's a high temperature of 68 degrees and a low of 54 degrees. Although there's partly sunny skies for most of the part today, thunderstorms are coming in. There's an 80% chance of precipitation with rainfall's amount reaching 1/10 of an inch. Winds are moving in at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, with gusts of 30 miles per hour. The humidity levels are also low at about 39%. The pollen levels are the highest today at about 7.1. As for the pollen during the rest of the week, they stay fairly low due to the high levels of precipitation. Tomorrow, the high temperature is starting to warm up, taking us to 72 degrees. However, I would still recommend wearing a jacket and some rain boots because the showers and thunderstorms continue. Additionally, like I mentioned earlier, Tuesday afternoon is when the flood warning begins. Please be cautious on the roads and know that only 6 inches of water can cause you to lose control of your vehicle. Floods are the most common natural disaster in the U.S., so please be cautious. I would recommend having flood insurance. Moving on to the low temperatures tomorrow, there is a low of 44 degrees with an 100% chance of very heavy rain. Winds are moving from the southwest area around 15 to 20 miles per hour, with gusts of 35 miles per hour. Wednesday, the showers will continue with a high temperature of 55 degrees. The low temperatures dip down to 42 degrees with the winds starting to calm down only to 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, our rainy days continue with a 90% chance of precipitation. Thunderstorms are also possible, but at least expect plenty of rainfall. Our high temperature is 64 degrees and our lows are the coolest of the week at 35 degrees. Winds are continuing to stay calm at only 5 to 10 miles per hour, moving from the south. Friday, the precipitation is all over the place. Rain showers continue, but has the potential to mix with snow after 7 a.m. Once that gradually stops, thunderstorms could be coming in. There's a high of 46 degrees and a low around 25 degrees with partly cloudy skies that night. Stay cautious this week and make sure to wear your rain boots.
Thanks, Izzy. When we come back, Nate is over in the MTN Sports Den with your full sports report. That's right after the break, so stick around.
Here at MTN Sports, you could say we're a bit competitive.
All right, boys, I got a media pass for the big game this weekend. Who's covering it?
6 feet apart. Fight! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let me guess. Who's shooting this weekend? The funny thing is, I've got 2. Oh! I'm going to that game.
The Charlie and Hazel Daniels Veterans and Military Family Center, located at Middle Tennessee State University, is the largest and most comprehensive on an academic campus in the nation. We lost our patriot Charlie on 6 July 2020. The creation of the Generals Fund was his last public event in support of our military.
So many men and women that have served, that expected to be able to have their tuition or certain assistance being given to them, and that money evaporated. With the establishment of the General Fund is to make sure that all those men and women can get through MTSU and pursue what they thought they could do when they came on back.
We're extremely proud that the Predators have identified the need to help make this fund one of the best at our university for our veterans.
Join us, contribute to the continuation of Charlie's legendary support of our military.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Welcome back to the MTN Sports Den. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you're ready for your Monday sports report. Middle Tennessee basketball returns to the Glass House this week as the #1 team in the CUSA East. The Blue Raiders just recently came off a short road test as they defeated both FIU and FAU in South Florida this past weekend. At FAU, MT set season highs in shooting 60% from the field and 61% from three. Josh Jefferson led the team with 26 points in an 87-79 victory over the Owls. The Blue Raiders will play their next 3 games here at home, beginning with UTEP tonight at 6. MT is 7-5 all-time against the Niners and have not beaten them since 2019. The Blue Raiders will look to end that streak tonight. Following UTEP tonight, MTSU will host their homestand in hosting CUSA opponents Marshall on Thursday at 6 and Western Kentucky on Saturday at 6. It was a big weekend for Middle Tennessee tennis. On Friday, MT Tennis defeated number 24 Auburn 4-2 at Adams Tennis Complex. This was Middle Tennessee's first win against a top 25 team in 16 years. The Blue Raiders continued their success on Sunday in East Lansing, Michigan, as the Blue Raiders defeated Michigan State 5-2. This win also marked head coach Jimmy Borndame's 200th career win. The Blue Raiders now move to 11-3, 1-0 in conference play, and 5-2 against Power 5 teams this season. Middle Tennessee women's basketball is also in action this week. The Lady Blue Raiders will also play Marshall on Thursday and Western on Saturday, but those games will be away. NT will return to the Glass House on Wednesday, March 2nd to play Charlotte. Both Raiders basketball teams are currently undefeated at the Glass House this year. March 2nd's game against the 49ers will be very important as the Lady Raiders are 19-5 on the season, trailing only Charlotte in the CUSA East. Baseball and softball played in respective tournaments this weekend. MT Baseball played in the UNC Wilmington tournament. The Blue Raiders got off to a hot start to their season with a 3-2 win over St. John's. That was their only win over the weekend as they lost their second matchup to St. John's and fell short in both games to UNC Wilmington. Softball played in Tuscaloosa this weekend. The Lady Blue Raiders, like the baseball team, started off hot with a 4-2 win over Evansville. Unfortunately, that was the only win over the weekend as the Lady Raiders lost to number 2 Alabama, number 8 Vautech, and Evansville. Softball will be back in play on Thursday in a tournament in Macon. MT Baseball will be back in the 615 on Tuesday at 4 when they play at Belmont. That's all I've got for sports on this fine Monday afternoon. Be sure to check back in on Wednesday when Dylan Simmons gives his midweek sports report. From the NTN Sports Den, I'm Nate Kinma, sending it back to the studio.
Thanks, Nate. It's great to see Coach Jimmy continue to have success in the Adams Tennis Complex. That's going to close out our show today. Thank you for joining us here on Middle Tennessee News. I'm Noah Brady, joined by Christy Jones. If you missed this or any show, you can watch them on our website, middletennesseenews.net.
Make sure to follow us on our social media sites as well, Facebook/Middle Tennessee News or at Middle TN News on Twitter. We'll see you on Wednesday for our next show.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Charlie and Hazel Daniels Veterans and Military Family Center, located at Middle Tennessee State University, is the largest and most comprehensive on an academic campus in the nation. We lost our patriot Charlie on 6 July 2020. The creation of the Generals Fund was his last public event in support of our military.
So many men and women that have served, that expected to be able to have their tuition or certain assistance being given to them, and that money evaporated. With the establishment of the General Fund is to make sure that all those men and women can get through MTSU and pursue what they thought they could do when they came on back.
We're extremely proud that the Predators have identified the need to help make this fund one of the best at our university for our veterans.
Join us, contribute to the continuation of Charlie's legendary support of our military.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.